Hey everyone, it's your friend Kevin here with today's Divine Daily Blast. But first of all, I want to say how much I love you and how much I truly appreciate you being here, for liking, subscribing, and doing all the things you do to support the channel. Enough of my blabbing. Let's get right to today's cards. There's a lot going on today. We're in an angel numerology number 22, which is rather rare. When you add the date up and you get a 22, typically numerologists would flip and switch into um, um, reducing it to a 4. Now, certainly, it does have the energy of angel numerology number 4. However, 22 is known as a master builder. It represents the ability to turn all our grand visions and our spiritual dreams into forms and reality. What does that mean? Well, a master builder is the primary title for 22 because it possesses the discipline, focus, and all the practical skills to build something lasting, something that benefits not just individuals but humanity as a whole, creating balance in a duality kind of way, amplification of the two, emphasizing harmony, diplomacy, balance, masculine and feminine energies equal. You know, last week we had a date that was the 22nd of the second month in 2026. A lot of twos in that date. So that's what it was talking about: manifestation, practical idealism, life area influences, twin flames, relationships, career success. It is that sock and shoe, yin and yang, all of that kind of thing, all that sort of energy that one needs the other in order to move forward. I'm hoping that makes sense. Let me know in the comments if it doesn't. If you're looking for a tarot card that works with 22, pick up the Magician, Master Conjurer, and the King of Air, King of Swords, if you want to. Brings up great ideas, great understanding, internal wisdom, that kind of thing. You can call upon Archangel Raziel, and no word of a lie, Archangel Raziel was the angel affirmation card that came up for today. So this is where the non-physical realms and the energies of the non-physical are here now with us always, rejoicing in our awakening process to the fact that we have another part of our soul that is connected to anything that is non-physical. And we can use those references whenever we want to. These are days where we're reminded of it. Moving on to my isms. I'm abundant and wealthy. Wealth and abundance is who I am, not what I have. Whimsical playfulness. These are the kind of things we get into when we start to move forward with love, with spirit, with joy, with happiness, with harmony, with health and wealth, in the manifestation mode, the creativity mode. We have to still endure the bumps along the way in the physical adventure, the physical experience, as I do. When we call upon a higher being, when we call upon our higher realms, things shift. Things change, but we have to believe in those changes and those shifts, because literally source energy, the universe, will listen to and tune into everything we're sending out. Absolutely everything. Whatever has the stronger vibration will get picked up. A bit like a radio station. You know, you can hear a tinkling of something really lovely and dramatic with a nice beat to it, but then there's this overriding news cycle that flops over the top. You've got to really tune in, or tune out the static. Tuning out the static is all the noise that gets in the way of pure, unadulterated creativity and joy. Moving on. Now, the moon has shifted herself into Leo, and Mercury and Venus are meeting up. So this is an ideal day to show someone else how much you love them, your friends, your loved ones, your partners. Give them as much praise and as much encouragement, almost like you can shower them with sickening compliments. Or they may do that to you. It is a lift, it is a shift, it is a gift. Lift yourself, shift yourself, and gift yourself, and do that to other people. All right. Whimsical playfulness, that's the energy. Faith, that's the energy. Magical wishes, that's the energy. Here's the message from Archangel Raziel. As the scribe of mystical secrets, I can help you fully understand at a soul level the cosmic principles necessary to manifest a magical life. I am a co-creator with the universe, and my awareness of divine knowledge is constantly expanding. I am a co-creator with the universe. My awareness of divine knowledge is constantly expanding, and I have it on such good authority that this consciousness expansion is already has started moving forward at a decent pace. It's now going to speed up. We are going to be experiencing this cosmic awareness more and more and more and more. It is going to be like, remember when well, you don't, but many who lived at that time remember when the electricity came into people's homes and they were able to just flick a switch and the light came on. Now, in the very beginning, it would take a half a second or a second for the charge to reach the actual bulb. So many early electricians, if you will, or people of that time would flick the switch, and it would take a beat before the power would come to the light switch. Well, now it's instant. And now we have more power, electric power, being generated on this particular planet than ever before, where everything is instant. And if you think about computer technology speeding up as fast as it is, the internet, speed of the internet, back in the day when it came out, there was a little store called Radio Shack that branched off and created a computer division called Tandy. And those things had hard drives in them. And the hard drives would be like 836, 636. I guess it was hertz per minute, what have you. Then there was a dial-up where you had to literally use the telephone line to get the internet to even work. Well, now we have fiber optic cables, which you have to kind of use a powerful microscope to see the cables themselves. They are the way that data travels at lightning speed through these tiny, tiny filaments. We even have telephones that we do not need a wire. It works off of a tower several feet away, miles even, and you can pick up a cell service. It's incredible how non-physical energy, think about it, your cell phone works off non-physical energy. There's not a physical wire, there's just a device. We're getting artificial intelligence, which I keep saying, tune into divine intelligence. It's a lot purer, a lot faster, a lot easier to dissect, because you are the divine intelligence. You have it. I had a lovely conversation with our friend of the channel yesterday who was still in the playful mode. I am too, curious about artificial intelligence with this. How do they know? Oh, well, they know. It's a magnetic field, an aura. We're putting that out there. And this technology is showing us, really, in a way, an example of how it all works. If you ask a question of AI, and it comes back with a really, really good logical answer that makes sense to you, that's basically the divine inside the artificial intelligence, using artificial intelligence to bring you the answer. That quick, that fast. Mesmerizing, catastrophic, but there's that disconnect We had to have the step of AI to get people to work into divine intelligence. Because divine intelligence would not have made sense, but somehow this AI does. All right, moving on. Metatron, there you go. He's here all week. I'm ready to fulfill the call of my soul. Knowing that your soul is both physical and non-physical all at the same time. When we go into the non-physical, when we leave this physical life, we go through, and I've done that once and came back. It's quite lovely. It's quite a lovely place. But when I came back, part of me changed, altered, shifted to something better, something nicer, something that was like, oh, I like this way this feels. Now I still get bogged down by the physical limitations and I have to remind myself instantly that I'm not limited. I've got the power and the ability within me to make the changes. And very quickly I'm realizing, okay, this is how I do it. Commander Ashtar, leadership activation, time to evolve. Time to trust your ability to guide other people. Trust in your ability, what you have, what you do, no matter what that is. For many, many decades, we have not been speaking of the woo-woo world. For fear, there's the fear word, that we will be ridiculed. Well, the ridicule is no more. Get out there and speak your truth. Louise Hay says today, my life is so much fun and full of adventures. That's it. Why not? Why would you not want that? Why would you not want that? Well, turn on the news, they don't want it. None of them want it. It's like I can't imagine any national news journalist person reporting. Why would you want to go to work and say all that stuff? Why would you want to go to work and find out all that information? What, you must go home and not sleep. I mean, really, think about it. Like, oh my goodness, why would I want to tell people this mess? That's just me. No disrespect for journalists, they've got a job to do. But, whoa, hang on a minute here. All right, I love this card today. It's the Eight of Wands. And in traditional tarot, it just shows 8 wands taking off without really anybody guiding the way it goes. They're just off and running. This is about rapid pace forward. What I like about this card is we've got the moon. So we've got elements of the moon up in here. And then we have a launch pad that, to me, if I had to put it upright, looks like the cog of a wheel. Things working. It's a little bit like click, off they go. Now, Sagittarius is represented by the centaur, who was shooting a flaming arrow through these crystal-headed wands. And the crystal-headed wand here, let's see what the astrological sign is for this crystal-headed wand. It is Mercury. Mercury in Sagittarius. There's the Mercury right there. And here's the Sagittarius represented by the centaur right there. Really, the gist of this card is continuing the rocket analogy. We say that the energy of this card is an enterprise following, like, take off. Like, this has a day to lift off. Everything your heart's desire is woof, taken off. You're going to start seeing it. Great energies are being expended and all the systems are go, 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 go. Even this centaur shooting this arrow. I lost my train of thought, sorry. The other interpretations of the Eight of Wands is someone who's being very forceful or someone who's being very direct. And it could be a situation where things are taken off a little quicker than you expected, where things are not as controlled as you would like them to be. And all I got to say to this is you better jump on board, because these opportunities just come whoosh. And I'm going to say that because We've got Raziel, the creator of the co-creator of the universe with you, awakening your divine knowledge. We have a number 22 that reduces to a 4. That is archangel presence in our world. We have Commander Ashtar saying you got to start guiding other people because other people are losing their caca. They are not sure what to do. Metatron, you got a divine calling. Even if that means putting peace in the heart of other people, allowing people to see that their wealth, their abundance is related to who they are, not what they have. Easy peasy. Let's listen to the fairies, what the fairies have to say. Because I love they're like my comic relief, if you will. Come on, fairies, fairies, fairies everywhere. Bring it all together for today. Be the co-creator with all of us, the awareness, the knowledge, the instant expanding of our playfulness. Give us a word to manifest us into the day. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going to choose this card. There you go. Sensitivity. Ooh. We've got our angel Prince and our unicorn. And the unicorn, oh, and we have a dove, look. I would say go forward with peaceful energy today. I would say invoke that peace within your heart. I think anything that we approach with peace and love and understanding and truth and all of those things has the ability to manifest a lot better. We can usually find a lot more friends when we give them a sensitive, peaceful approach. In here, I think, be sensitive to other people. If you're the forceful one, if you're the one that ignites passion and sets things on fire, try to do it in a peaceful way. Peace is focusing on achieving internal peace before we do external peace, if that makes sense. This is sensitivity, not peace. Sorry. I'm getting them mixed up. Let's see. What do I want to say about this? I'm going to go back to this. I think sensitivity in this card talks about your intuition. Unicorns are really rare creatures, and they are most definitely attracted to the fairy realm. They come from a purity, if you will. And the fairy king of sensitivity wishes you to fully embrace your sensitive side so that you can implement this quality in anything you do today. He says that it's time more so than ever to express your sensitivity to yourself and to other people. And sensitivity is getting quiet, getting peaceful, getting centered. More importantly, what I'm getting from this card here is a sense that we need to be grounded. We certainly need to be grounded because it feels like that the earth consciousness, and I'm not just talking about the United States, I'm talking about Europe, all kinds of areas. Maybe not so much the Nordic countries because they seem to have it together. They seem to live a more simplistic, I'm talking about Norway and Sweden and all those places. They seem to just have been able to live their life in peace and sensitivity and tranquility for a long, 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 long time. I'm talking about the Western world, that right now all seems to be up here in their head, all up in their thoughts, all up in what they have, all up in their scarcity, all up in their lack, all up in their limitations. This is where you need peace and sensitivity to bring it down. Right, this is turning into a novel. Until tomorrow, my friends, have a great day. I love you, I love you, I love you. Thank you so much. Bye for now.